This scripture is about not passing judgment on others, and it is from the Epistle to the Romans, chapter 14, verse 13. And it says, "Let us stop passing judgment on one another. Instead, decide how not to give your brother an occasion for stumbling or temptation." And the meditation is as follows. Instead of constantly looking for faults and errors in our neighbors and finding a certain satisfaction in judging and gossiping about their actions, it would be better for us to more strictly examine ourselves and try to avoid everything that might serve as a temptation for our brethren. We are too careless about seeing our own faults, forgetting that through our thoughtless actions we not only lead into temptation our younger brethren, but sin as well against the law we serve, not fulfilling in practice those principles which we preach. We are relentless in accusing our neighbor and too permissive with regard to ourselves. Let us turn our gaze to ourselves. Let us judge ourselves strictly. Let us refrain from all sorts of evil, as St. Paul says in his first letter to the Thessalonians. And without loud words, only by our example, we will perhaps bring our brethren who have fallen away back to the Lord. Then our entire life will be a living sermon, more useful to our neighbor than condemnation and admonition. Always recognizing our countless faults and flaws, we will consider others better than ourselves, as St. Paul says in his letter to the Philippians, and we will receive the grace promised by the Lord, as St. James says in his epistle, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble.